singers often drift a little bit to where they're not squeezing quite enough, or they're squeezing more than they were, and they don't necessarily realise because it's so hard to keep track over a month or 2 months, whatever. But this is very normal. We can certainly get those chords together and see what's happening. Let's start with this. Tack it a little bit lighter at the start for now and see if we can maintain it through. We'll find it another way. Okay, so if the voice wants to go there and break, let's just start there. Let's do na 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 na. A little bit gentler at the start. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Starting very gentle. Na 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 na. Now here, na 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 na, just through the middle.
Yeah.
Use that N. I want you to find just the same pressure on every pitch. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah, it's mostly there. Na na na.
Yeah.
Just in the middle, kind of doesn't quite come together as seamlessly.
Yeah.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah. You notice on the way down it connects a little bit better. But here, na na na, the chords come apart.
Yeah.
Na 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 na. Try find that. Na 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 na. Do this. Yeah. Same again, but even gentler. Not apart. You got to find that gentle little bit of bite, just like the first two notes. Try again. Yeah, might take us a little bit here. This is tricky. Ooh, that one. Yeah, that was right.
Yeah.
So that's the feeling you got to feel through the long one. Kind of came apart a little bit. Not there. You got it there now. Take it right to the top. Yeah. Slow. You have to take it real slow to get it, because if you rush it, you'll cheat. It's coming. Not looser there. Cool. Let's try it. We'll try and find it with another sound. So let's do this. Just a heady ooh. Try and find that same bite on every pitch as best you can. Try not to let it get loose in the middle. It's better. Gentler at the start. Yeah. Now try this. Same exercise twice, but the second one's a hum. Hit it exactly the same way.
Yeah.
It's too much. Not too squeezy on that hum. It's the same pressure on both exercises.
All right.
Much better. Good job. You don't need to add any of that on the hum. Even if it disconnects, it's fine. Just keep it in that nice kind of similar spot.
All right.
that second one, just let it go legato, just dump down. The rest is the same though. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Right, let's do a longer scale on a hum, but it's going to be disconnected. Got to let it go. It's going to be airy. Start here. Good. Close the mouth. Hum, airy hum through there. It's too much buzz on the bottom. If I was opening the mouth, it'd be airy. None of that squeeze on the bottom. I want just pure air.
Yeah.
It's much better. It's much better. Air. Airier on the bottom. Good. Now it's coordinating correctly, but you need to let it go sooner. So rather than hold it on,
Okay.
let it go right from the start. Air. None of that squeeze, is pure air.
Yeah.
Just a light airy There you go. That was the first one you done. That was perfect. Let it go. Lighter on the bottom. We've got to get rid of all compression in order for us to just get back to pitch adjustment and something that has no clutter. Too much on the bottom. We'll compress it later. Yeah. Just at the top, make sure you try and keep it on even though it's light. going to end there, but it's going to be right there. It's gentle. It's just the same. It's getting there. Lighter at the start. No extra squeeze. All on that airy light spot. Not too heavy. It's okay.
Yeah.
Try not to add any of that. Yeah. Let's do that a few times. I want you to feel it. No squeeze at the top. Good. Keep on. Good. So the reason this is so key is because it's helping us to just get back to only pitch adjustment.
Right.
We've got to be able to get to a point where we can just get through that bridge up to the G there, which we're doing very well, without any clutter, without any extra bits and bobs.
Yeah.
You've got it. You've got it great there. Because listen, if I go, if I add some bite to that, na na na, it's the same exercise. Na 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 na. But if I've got some question marks in the middle where any extra bits coming in, it's going to make it confusing for us. Go back to this.
Sorry.
Let's do ooh. The more you trust that, the more you'll find it's going to connect. Good. Now there's no point at the top where you need to add any of that type of squeeze. We could do as a choice, but it's not necessary. You try. Yeah. Now even if the sound disappears, I want to try and get it without any clutter. Nice, you're starting to find some nice connection through there right now. Let's get rid of the G and go back to start it very light. Yeah. Good. Now on a hum. Light. Good. Good. The more you trust it, the more that will connect. That one connected nicely. Too much bite on this one at the start. Lighter. Good. Feel how nicely it connects on the way down. See if you can find that as you come up. Just release it as soon as you can. Let go of it. Good. That one was the reverse. Let go of it sooner. So as soon as you hold on to it, it's going to break. Even the second note is releasing. And again for me. Good. Let's get away from the piano. We'll just do. Let's do it here. It's got to match. So it always has to match. And what I mean by that is this: if I have I've then got to that's going to match in the exercise, but it's going to feel like it clunks and breaks because there's a compression change. Got heavy to light. Well, that's why I'm saying keep it all light, because at least that is even in the closure. It'll never break if you keep the compression even. So do it all light, and then we'll do some that are more squeezed. But now you feel how when it's more even, intuitively it feels like it is easier to connect. It doesn't clunk so much. There's a bit of a clunk there. We can kind of fix that by kind of taking it very slow. We can kind of do like a I'm still letting it break, but I'm just letting it break kind of more gradually in there from the start, rather than holding on a little bit and then letting go. Yeah, nice. I'm feeling it straight away, letting go as I start sliding up. You try, do 2 or 3. Good. Now this. And it does feel vulnerable. It always feels vulnerable. Even when you get good at it, it will feel almost that vulnerable as when it breaks. It's just that you get so comfortable with it that you don't hold on at all. Now you're feeling right there a very subtle amount of connection that's hard for people to find, quite in all honesty. It's very, 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 very finessed what you did just then. It's very nice. So these types of sounds feel particularly vulnerable because they're so prone to just, it's like you feel like you're walking a tightrope. So it's tough. You do it like you were, like 2 or 3 times, whatever's comfortable for you. Yeah. Now the ones that you'll find right now is some of them seem to connect and others not so much.
Yeah.
So when it connects, you want to really, really grasp onto that feeling, not in an aggressive way. I just mean feel what it's like. It's so close to when it disconnects, and that's what's so hard about singing. Is singing well is like a millimeter from singing badly. Yeah. So the more you get used to that, you start to realize, okay, even when it's breaking, I'm pretty close. I'm only a millimeter away from it being connected. Yeah, so don't necessarily make a huge adjustment. Sometimes you just got to live where it's breaking, and eventually it will start to connect as you just get calm and kind of in the groove, and you just let it and accept, okay, I'm 1 millimeter off. I don't need to make any crazy adjustments here. We're not far from very nice. Good. On that last one, try and put an N there. It's very gentle. Good. So we've got hum, then we've got and then we've got n. Good job. Hum. Na, na, na. Good. You don't need to do it as fast as me necessarily. Take your time with it. Yeah, and as you work on this, it will get better. It doesn't necessarily need to be perfect at first, but it needs to be you're aiming for the right spot, and you're not getting too crazy and making any crazy adjustments.
Right.
It's got to be lighter at the start, even when we get really low in chest. Try not to let the rumble come in. No, it's not in that direction.
Okay.
Good. It's much better there. Sorry. Last one. Good. Now it's not necessarily with as much presence as we would like, but we've got a nice clutter-free connected sound there. It's normally the case that if it's getting too crazy in the middle, the solution is basically keep stripping off weight until you can get it clean. Now that, and it will vary from day to day how much you need to do that. Right there we had to make a lot of adjustment just to keep you take all the weight off so that you can find it. Other days you'll find you can go in and you can squeeze on it some and it will connect straight away. But if you're finding it hard to connect, you know, if you've kind of got, you know, where it's like just disconnecting, go with that. Because that is very close. If I have which we're going to do in a sec, something like that. Now you've got something that's usable. We've got to find a way to compress it. We've got to do it in a way that maintains that free feeling that you've got there. We could do this, for example. We could do Same as before. But you've got to get that free spot before you look for the bite. Yeah, it's mostly there. You think as you open up. It's not there. It's let's do this. Let's do. Think more in the nose as you squeeze on it. Yeah, and then come back down. Good. Release it first and then compress it a little bit. Good. And once you find that bite, as you come down, you're looking to maintain that little bit of pressure right the way through. Good. So it's less it's got to stay narrow on the listen. Stay there. If it does this, it's going to get wide and it's going to yell a little bit.
Okay.
You know, even if it's wobbly, try and keep it on the Good. I think right less R-ish and more Also, the start of that first one, the hum, it's got to stay very light. If you compress it at all, it will confuse you.
Okay.
That was the best one you've done. It was narrow through there. You had yeah, it didn't, it wasn't that. It was it was balanced. Good job. The idea is that with that hum, there's almost no closure, so that you can establish the release and then you squeeze on it in 2 steps rather than taking it all at once. We take it in 2 stages: release and then closure. So the first one was perfect. That hum is exactly how every hum should feel. It released perfectly. That the didn't quite close enough.
Right.
It kind of felt a little bit. You could hear a little bit of hiss, and it didn't quite connect. And then on the way down, it connected. So you can find that just as precisely. It's okay. I know we're changing between vowels a little bit here. It's okay. Good. So we're just trying to squeeze on it without compromising it. We've got a better chance now as we finish up. So let's do a long one. We're going to compress more because we want to try see what we can find. So yeah.
Mum, 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 mum.
This is very nice. Mum, 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 mum. They're all going to be the same as that.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum,
Yeah.
mum.
Now it's so close to being perfect right there. It's just in the middle. You want to hold on to it to help it. You don't need to do that. Mum, 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 mum. You got to find the same thing without the handrail. You go for it.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum. It's not that bit. That you have to get rid of. Let go of it. Mum, 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 mum. You haven't got it on the way down, so it's just a sense that because you're going up and anticipating it, it gives you some help. But you don't need that help. You've got to learn to live without it, unfortunately. You try.
Mum, 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 mum.
It's better. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
It's getting there. Still some. Mum, 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 mum. Not that. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Better, better. Nice job, dude. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Try again.
Mum, 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 mum,
Good.
mum.
Because what you'll find is when it goes wrong, the instinct at the minute is to hold it more. Mum, 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 mum. And what happens is that sends you into a circle of hell.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
solution the solution right now is what's creating the problem. So keep getting rid of the clutter. We'll do a few more, then we're done. Mum, 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 mum. It's simpler than you think at the minute. That's all.
Mum, 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 mum,
Yeah.
mum, mum.
Feel that. So balanced. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Some clutter in there. It's better than it was. Keep it real clean all the way.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum. Not that.
Mum, 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 mum.
Again, mum, 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 don't let it go there. Mum, 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 mum. Set it and go.
Mum, 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 mum,
Yeah.
mum.
Cleaner. Nice, dude. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Don't change it in the middle. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
It's so plain. When you do it correct, it's even more boring. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum,
Yeah.
mum, mum.
So good. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum,
Yeah.
mum.
Everyone should feel clutter-free like that, even as you get up into head. Mum, 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 mum. It never changes. Do one more and then we're done.
Mum, 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 mum.
Yeah, good. Flow right the way through it. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 not there. Mum, 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 mum.
Mum, 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 mum.
Nice, dude. Great adjustments there. Great adjustments. What will happen is, as you get louder, you can hide that extra bit of squeeze more easily. When you get quieter, it's harder to hide.
Yeah, yeah.
As we take the weight off, it exposes all of the squeeze problems. Yeah, that's why when we went tiny and airy, it was so much effort for you to not squeeze, over squeeze. when you're squeezing a little bit more, you can push through it at higher volume and you'll hide it more. It's so plain, you just set it and go, and you don't grab it in the middle. None of that in the middle, yeah? I've went through the same thing. I remember doing a lesson just like this with a teacher. You got to let go of those handrails and just trust that your voice knows what to do. It's coordinating very well. When you let go of it and you actually just trust that it's going to do it, it actually coordinates really well. So it's the case right now is that it's like you've got stabilizers on the bike that we're taking off, and it feels horrible at first.
Right.
But once you just trust it, let it go more, you'll find that because what you'll find is part of the reason that you're having problems is because that urge to hold on, which creates the problems, and people don't understand that they're creating the problems themselves. I feel it like this. If I go I feel it like a little bit of kind of extra squeeze in there. In terms of exactly what it is, I'm not actually 100% sure. All I know is that little bit of extra squeeze is not the squeeze that you need to get through your bridge successfully. Right. You can add that. It's the type of squeeze that people add when they add a little bit of like a this type of distortion. Yeah. They add a little bit of that to kind of make it a little bit more, for their style. You've got to be able to switch that on and off so that you understand that is a separate thing to just getting through your range cleanly. Yeah? But you're making great adjustments at the end, so I'm confident that your mind is understanding the difference now. It'll just take some time for you to get confident with it.